What you guys have an F rating on?
That's fine. We don't pay any better business here, so.
It's a red flag for business.
That's fine. That's fine.
That is
I
fine.
mean, don't know what Better Business Bureau is. So,
I don't know what the
it's
Better
like,
Business
oh,
Bureau
we
is.
pay
If I
them.
didn't, then I wouldn't have sent an email from it.
Anyway, so it's dealing with them, and you can deal with it directly.
This is
with
really
them.
embarrassing for you guys. Because I came in here on Saturday and someone was complaining about the exact same thing.
Pull up on your dog, she gone, I'ma call that girl still. Then she gave me top and I ain't call it girl still. But I'm
We still Hustle Daily. What's going on, Hustle Nation? Welcome back to another video. It's your boy Big Play Ray coming to y'all with another video. Make sure y'all smash that like button. I greatly appreciate y'all for all y'all love and support. We got a story time for y'all. Follow me on Instagram too at the top of the screen. So how she got scammed by urgent care for over $950. Now, just to let y'all know, I am going to be eating this episode. I got to make me a McGriddle with a Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich on it, patty rather, and I got me some water, and I'm about to get down. All right, and I got a little syrup on the side, but I don't know if I'm gonna use the syrup or not. All right, appreciate y'all for tuning in. Let's get it.
Story time about how I was scammed by urgent care. This situation is still ongoing, and unfortunately this story is kind of long, so I might have to do it in multiple parts, but trust, this story will get told. I also just want to preface this and say one of the biggest lessons to be learned from this story time is go to the dentist. It doesn't matter how scared you are of the dentist. I'm telling you, if you wait, if you let your fear overcome you and you do not go, it's going to be 20 times worse down the line, okay? Go
Okay, what we talking about dentists and urgent care for? All right, I'm listening to you.
to the dentist. I know it's scary. Just go. If you have health insurance and you have all the capability in the world to go, please go. With that being said, essentially this story starts with the fact that I waited way too long to get a root canal that I knew that I needed. I would be very dishonest if I did not tell that fact first, because I still am beating myself up for not listening to my dentist when I first should have. So basically, one day I have the worst pain in my tooth. Like, I'm talking, this was debilitating. I literally couldn't do anything. Unfortunately, I felt this pain at like, I don't know, it was like a weekend day, and it might have been like 6 o'clock. So at this point, urgent care is really my only option. Also, like, where I'm from Mass. I did not realize that dentists were in urgent care. So when I Googled this urgent care up and I saw that they had dental service, I was thrilled, but also confused. Basically, this urgent care has like on-call dentist. So when I walked in there to tell them what my issue was, they had to literally call up a dentist. He wasn't even there yet. So they call the dentist and then they hand me this like list of services that they provide, and they run me through the services, like my options that I could do. So they basically told me I could pull out my tooth or I could get the root canal, and then they had all the prices for that. Pulling out my tooth just simply was not an option for me. I mean, I was appalled that they even suggested that. So obviously I go with the root canal, and the dental hygienist takes me to get an x-ray where she sees the infected nerve. The dentist comes in and he's super nice, and you know, we're talking a lot. He's like, you know, I graduated from Morehouse, all this stuff. So I'm like, okay, like, I trust you. Wrong, I should have never trusted him. It's important to mention as well that I really remember every aspect of this conversation. Like, he was talking about the Caribbean, how different Caribbean women are from American women, all this stuff that, quite frankly, I didn't give a damn about. But just keep in mind that I remembered every single aspect of this conversation. Despite all the chatter he's doing, not once has he mentioned anything related to what he's doing in my mouth. I can't talk, I can't respond to this man. That's an important factor to this as well. Like, he did not talk to me about what was going on with my procedure at all. When he's done with the alleged root canal, the dental hygienist takes me to get another x-ray, which I thought was just to confirm, you know, the nerve is out. Goes back, she tells him something, and then they come in and tell me I'm all set, and they prescribe me medication. Mind you, and I forgot to mention this, I had already paid before the service. When they were telling me about the charges and stuff, they basically said I have to pay before the dentist even like comes, before he even shows up. So I had paid up front. I had paid a little bit over $950, but the root canal itself was $950 and I paid extra for some fees. So I'm thinking, you know, this man just did my root canal, they prescribed me medication. Finally, I'm not gonna be feeling this pain. Thank God for this man, whatever. And they also tell me that I'm gonna be feeling like a little bit of discomfort for a couple of weeks. I take the medication they prescribe me and I wait a couple weeks, and in this time I feel a little bit of discomfort, but not really like the same pain that I was feeling before. So I'm under the impression everything is fine because I just got the root canal. Like, why wouldn't it be fine? I in fact was not fine. But one day I'm eating, and I kid you not, I'm literally eating mashed potatoes, like mashed potatoes and broccoli. I'm eating and all of a sudden I feel a piece of my tooth come out. Same tooth that I've been having issues with, so obviously I'm like, something's wrong. Keep in mind, I've never had issues with my teeth like ever before. Like, this was the first and only issue that I've ever had with my teeth. So immediately I'm like, something is off here. And oh my gosh, I forgot to mention this as well. I'm gonna probably go back and forth a lot in this story because there's so many like details, but the urgent care took no insurance. I have great insurance. The urgent care took none. So when I had the chipped tooth, immediately I was like, well, I need to look for a dentist that can take me literally tomorrow so that I can get this fixed. So I go look for a dentist that is in my provider network, and I find one that I see the reviews. The reviews are great. And honestly, everything that they had was just like perfect for me and perfect for somebody that has terrible, terrible anxiety when it comes to the dentist. So I went with them. Literally scheduled an appointment for the very next day. I go to this dentist fully expecting to get my chipped tooth fixed, because why would I need a root canal when I already got a root canal? So before they even try to fix my tooth, of course, they take a bunch of x-rays. They take the x-ray, and y'all, why does this man tell me that I did not get a root canal? So of course I'm shocked and appalled, and I'm like, what do you mean? What exactly do you mean I didn't get a root canal? Keep in mind, y'all, I paid over $950 for this service that I did not receive. So obviously I'm trying to have a little bit of decorum in this dentist office because it's my new dentist, and I'm like, I need to make a good first impression so I even want to come back in the first place. So I don't freak out much when I'm in there, and the dentist ends up giving me a referral, and they were super, super nice. I highly recommend Tend. I go to the one in Midtown, but they have different areas around Atlanta. They offered to look over an itemized list of services that I received from them just to see, like, was it even really a root canal that you paid for?
Oh shit, did she say she was in Atlanta? Midtown? Oh shit, can't go to them.
Or basically if anything else was needed, like call them, all this stuff. So nice, highly recommend. If you have dental anxiety, it's such a good place to go to. So I was there around the holidays, and I had mentioned to them that I was going back home to Massachusetts. So they were like, you should go back to Mass. We'll write you a referral so that you can go to an endo anywhere. You should go get it done in Mass because your insurance will work better there. You'll get a bang for your buck, basically. And they were like, just come back here and get your crown. So if you don't know, it's like you get a root canal, you get the actual procedure done, you get the nerve taken out, and then they put like a temporary crown on, and then you go back and you get another temporary crown, like a molding of like what your actual crown will look like, and then you get a permanent crown. They were like, go get this procedure done in Boston. When you come back, just call us. So I go back home to Boston. I deal with the chipped tooth for like, I think it was like a week, and I book an appointment in Boston that exact same day. Obviously, once I leave the dentist office, I'm bugging out. First person I call, mom. Second person I call, dad. So I'm telling my parents that basically urgent care just like didn't do the procedure. And at this point, I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt. And I'm thinking like, maybe this was an accident. Let me just go back there. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. But even on the phone, my parents were like, so everyone's a thief nowadays, like referring to the urgent care dentist. So I go back to the urgent care. I tell the manager my situation. I'm like, hey, I came in like a month ago for a root canal, and I just came back from a dentist appointment, and I have actually proof that actually I didn't get a root canal. I'm super nice, and I'm like, I just don't really want this to escalate, so if I could just like get a refund for this service, that'd be amazing. Something I noticed was that the manager didn't really seem surprised at all when I told him that. He was really apologetic, but he wasn't surprised. Hate to do this, but
She right about see, I don't like really dentists either. Now I go to the dentist. I found a good dentist, so I go to the dentist every time I'm supposed to go now. But I remember, well, maybe I really did need a root canal. I ain't gonna lie. Well, okay, this is what happened real quick. So I went in there because my teeth was hurting. Like she had a problem. This was a whole different dentist, not the one I go to now. I went there. My teeth was hurting. It's hurting. He's like, okay, I think it's this side. He's like, okay, no wait. This side. So he's like, you need a root canal, you know what I'm saying? Boom, he did the procedure, you know, because this is one that was messing with me. So he did the procedure, did the not the real molding, but the fake molding or whatever they, not the permanent molding doing. He did the molding, came back, put the new molding, put the permanent one in. But he also told me that the one next to it also needs a root canal. So I'm just like, damn, but this one ain't giving me no problem, so I ain't fuck with that one for a while until I went to another dentist when I got my money up, and I went to another dentist closer to where I live, and they was like, oh, you don't need a root canal. I'm like, I don't need a root canal. They're like, no. I'm like, what the fuck? He's like, you just got a cavity. I'm like, man, that fucking dentist tried to fucking goddamn fucking get me, bruh. You feel me? He tried to get 2 root canal money. Try to get 2 purchases, not 2 purchases, 2 payments of root canals. You feel me? Like tried to make me do fucking 2 purchases, goddamn, of 2 root canals. But no, I needed 1 root canal. That's the shit that hurt, and then the other one was just I needed a cavity, bro. So he tried to finesse me, gang. At least that's how I feel.
Part 2 of how I was scammed by urgent care for over $950. If you haven't watched part 1 yet, go watch it. But I left off at the part where I just found out that the root canal that I had paid for, I hadn't actually received from the urgent care. So I went back trying to give them the benefit of the doubt, and I was like, hey, I need a refund because I did not receive this service that I paid for. So like I said, the manager was really apologetic, but he didn't seem surprised at all. And when I literally said that I have proof of the x-rays that I had just gotten from my new dentist, my real dentist, he printed out my invoice from when I was there, confirmed that I did pay for a root canal, and then said that he was going to talk to the dentist that allegedly did the root canal. So he's like, that dentist isn't in right now. Also, that day was a Friday, so he wasn't working over the weekend, and he was like, we should both be in on Monday. I will get back to you by Monday. So I leave him with my name and my number so that he can contact me, and I'm like, I live super close by. I have no issue coming in at any time to resolve this. So I leave thinking, you know, this man's gonna contact me in a couple of days, no problem. I don't hear back from this manager for over a week. Honestly, I was being really generous with my time and trying to be super patient and kind of just like waiting out the situation. So when he said that he would contact me back, I trusted that he was going to contact me back. Again, I shouldn't have trusted him, but after a week passed, I was like, all right, well, it's time for me to go in. So I go back to the urgent care, and guys, this part truly, like, every time I think back to this part, it actually gets me so mad. Like, my body actually heats up. I go back in, and at the front desk, there's this woman I've never really seen before, but behind her is the dental hygienist that was working on me the day that I got my alleged root canal. Immediately when I walk in, this dental hygienist gets up and goes right to the back. I tell the girl at the front desk what my issue is, that I just need a refund, and that I already talked to the manager, and the manager told me he was gonna have a talk with the dentist, right? So she goes back to talk to the dental hygienist, who was literally just in the same vicinity as her. And everything would have been so much easier and a little less sus if this dental hygienist had talked to me instead of trying to relay this message to someone who didn't know the situation at all. But because she didn't, it just gave guilty. So the front desk person goes back, and she's obviously talking to the dental hygienist, and she comes back. This woman is immediately rude, and you can tell her and the dental hygienist are like besties or whatever the hell. And she's like, oh, well, the situation that I'm hearing is that you were told to come back because the infection was too bad, so the dentist couldn't perform it on that day. Immediately, I'm like, am I being gaslit right now? At this point, no more nice girl, because you're literally sitting here trying to gaslight me. You were not there to try and tell me that I was told something that I literally was not told. I mean, I have ample amount of proof that I was not told that, but regardless of any of that, even if I was supposed to come back, not once did they give me like a sheet of paper to tell me, come back on this day, or They never told me. Like I had said in the part 1, he not once mentioned anything about my procedure. They did an x-ray at the end to confirm that the nerve was out and then told me I could go on my way and prescribed me medication. So it's very clear now this dental hygienist and this dentist are trying to save their ass by putting the blame on me. So I'm literally like, that never happened, and I don't really know why that narrative is being played out. But even if that was true, which it's not, you guys still charge me for a service that I did not receive. Like, even if you wanted to believe that lie to save your ass, that doesn't defeat the purpose that I paid for something that I did not receive. Now this woman starts being so rude, and one thing about me, I have zero tolerance for that. So when she starts being rude, I start being even more rude. And I'm like, honestly, I don't really have to listen to you. I know what I was charged, and I was just like, I just need this to be taken to the manager because it's clear you're not going to do anything about it. And she's like, well, what do you want me to do for you? And I'm like, give me the number for the manager. Tell me what time he's coming in. I don't need to be speaking to you. Mind y'all, the whole time, this dental hygienist is sitting there hiding behind this girl. Like, are you okay? This is a grown woman. Like I said, it's just giving guilty. If you know the story, if you told me to do that, why are you not coming out here and confirming that? Why? Because you know that's not the truth. So she gives me the manager's number, but she doesn't tell me like when he's working. She's like, I don't know. And honestly, like, I don't mind when people don't because I realize like safety concerns. So I kind of just bank on coming in on Monday because the last time I talked to him, he told me he worked on Monday. So on Monday, I go in and he immediately sees me and immediately, tells me to come to the side because there's a bunch of customers and obviously he doesn't want his business to look bad. So now he starts trying to tell me the same thing, like, yeah, the dentist said he told you to come back, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, why are you guys trying to push this narrative so hard? I literally live right next door. I was dealing with this problem for such a long time. Don't you think if he told me to come in on another date to finish this procedure, I easily would have? I've already been in here more than 5 times in the last couple of months, solely to deal with this issue. Also, between me and y'all, I have recorded every single conversation from the moment I walked in there. From when I found out that the root canal was not real that they gave me, I recorded every single conversation I've had with them. So I have all of these conversations. I'm like, listen, the thing is, that's not true. That didn't happen. I don't know why this is like a he said, she said stuff when the facts are right in front of us.
Where my boy at? Bring my boy up to the front of the office. Let me talk to him. What the fuck did you do to my mouth, bro? Like, come on.
Not receive a service that I paid for. Therefore, I need my money back. I don't know what all this back and forth is for. At this point, this man is being so belittling. He's like, well, I don't know what you want me to do for you, this, that, and the third. And I'm like, I want nothing else but my money back. Like, I feel like I've made that pretty clear. He's like, oh, I can't do that because the dental services are different from the services that we do in the general urgent care. Mind y'all, I paid the general urgent care. Like, there wasn't a separate system that I paid. I had to go to the general urgent care to pay, which is like the dentist was upstairs, the general urgent care was downstairs. I paid the general urgent care. At this point, I'm like, okay, who can I talk to? Because it's very clear nobody's doing their job properly around here. He's like, I don't know. You're going to have to take it up with the dentist himself. So he gives me the dentist's phone number. He gives me his name and his phone number. And he's like, he's an on-call physician, so you can call him at any point in time to get this handled. So I call the dentist, and when I call him, he does not answer. I call him again, he doesn't answer. I leave him a message, and then finally I send a text, and I'm like, hey, like, you might be busy. Sorry for texting you, but I really need this situation handled. I explain the entirety of the situation and what I've already been told, and he's like, doesn't really say much else other than admits, yes, I didn't do the root canal. Come in on another day. I'll help you out. Mind you, at this point, I've already traveled back home to get this goddamn root canal. I've already gotten a goddamn temporary crown put in. I don't know why you would ever think I'd go back to you and receive a service that you didn't give me in the first place that you were supposed to give me. I tell him the facts of the matter. I was like, it doesn't really matter whether...
Did he just admit that he didn't do it? What the fuck? He need to be fired.
Or not you even told me to come in, even though you didn't, and you know that that's true. Regardless, once again, I paid for a service I didn't receive. I don't want you to do anything to me ever again. I just want my money back. So he's like, I'll talk to the clinic. I'll see what they say. He's like, give me a couple days for an update. I'm like, okay. So you could have guessed it. This man does not hit me up in a couple of days, and I am now losing my patience. And I text him and I'm like, this is the last text I'm sending to you. I've been very nice about the situation so far. I have nothing else to say to you. I've said everything I need to say. I have text message proof of everything. I need my money back by the end of the month, or I'm bringing a lawsuit against you. I've already had other dental experts say that, you know, they testify for me as to the standard of care, as to the standard of practice. I have no issue bringing this to court if necessary. I've been nice. Immediately, he texts back and he's like, listen, I talked to the clinic. It's no longer like within my authority to give you a refund. The manager's gonna have to talk to the owner, and the owner's gonna have to authorize a refund. I don't answer that because I'm like, I've said what needs to be said. So I go back to the urgent care a couple of days later on a day that I thought the manager was there, but he wasn't. And it was a front desk person, and she was super, super nice. She obviously didn't know really anything about the situation, but she was like, you know what, I'll relay this message, all this stuff. The manager never gets back to me, of course. And at this point, I just feel really bad for the front desk people because they're continuously having to like hear about this situation, and like there are other people in the waiting room and stuff like that. And so it just gets like, I can tell that it just gets very stressful. I'd be stressed if I was them. So instead of continuously going in, I just decided to call ahead of time before I even walked in. I'd call and I'd ask, you know, can I speak to the manager? They're like, he's with the patient right now. He'll get back to you. I'm gonna have to do a part 3, but I'm gonna film it right now, so it should be up.
Shouldn't she be calling corporate? Like, you know what I'm talking about?
Part 3 of how I was scammed by an urgent care for over $950. I think over the course of like the next week or so, I swear I called the urgent care over maybe 8 times asking for the manager, and every time someone was like, either the manager's not in right now or he's in but he's with the patient and he'll get back to you, and he never gets back to me. At this point too, while I'm trying to get things resolved, I do try and dispute the charge with my bank, but my bank rejected that because even though I had all the proof, they were just like, it's been so long at this point, because obviously I'd gotten the procedure months beforehand. So by the time I realized that the procedure actually wasn't a procedure, it was too late. Once my bank rejects my claim and I realize this man isn't gonna call me back, I'm like, okay, it's time to bring in the big dogs, okay? So my older sister ends up going with me to the urgent care. We go on a Saturday, and I already kind of tell her, I know the manager's not working today. And she's like, you know, I just want to show face, give them my number, you know, show them that we're serious about this. We haven't forgotten. Mind y'all, I had like just had a dream about this situation, like literally woke up from my sleep so mad, so mad. So at this point, I'm kind of like, really kind of not feeling confident about the situation. Like, should I just forget about it? Like, there's no point in going back to the urgent care. Like, he's not going to be there. But my sister's like, no, like, let's go back. We go to the urgent care. The manager's not there, but the same really nice front desk person was working. She immediately recognized me, but she like completely forgot what I came in for until we reminded her. She was really nice and definitely extra accommodating because my older sister was there and very clearly serious. Not that I wasn't serious, but I just feel like they weren't taking me seriously. I also record this conversation, guys, because shit gets crazy. So as we're talking to this front desk worker, there's another couple in there. It seems like it's like a husband and a wife. So while I'm telling the front desk person my situation, the other front desk person is talking to this couple. And I overhear something very interesting. I hear the husband say, so you guys can't refund me? I mean, I didn't receive the root canal. Guys, I shit you not, I have this on recording. Like I said, every single time I go in there now, I have to be recording because I don't trust anything they do. This man, what are the odds? I didn't even want to go in on this Saturday, this random Saturday, months after the fact. This man is in there complaining about getting charged for a root canal that he did not receive. The exact same situation that I'm in there for. I'm trying not to make a big deal because, again, the manager's not there. It's just this really nice front desk worker. And obviously this isn't her fault. She's not the one doing these procedures. But you can tell the front desk person is clearly really embarrassed because it's obvious that this man right now is mad about the exact same thing that I'm mad about and have been mad about for months. And so it looks really, really bad just as an employee when the business that you work for is having multiple of these issues. I don't say anything to the front desk person about it, but I look at my sister and I can tell she's hearing what I'm hearing, and I show her that I'm recording and she like nods her head at me. I wanted to talk to that man so bad. Because literally, what are the odds? Like, what are the odds I haven't been in here for over a month? The one day that I choose to come in that I didn't even want to come in because the manager's not here, there's a whole other couple complaining about the exact same thing. Imagine how many other people.
I don't know why she didn't go talk to the man. I would have, joined cahoots with him. Shit, tag team they stupid ass.
They're doing this too. And the part that really upsets me, because ironically enough, I'm in law school right now and I'm specifically focusing on healthcare law. What really bothers me about this is they are profiting off of pain people are feeling. I'm telling you, the pain that you get when you need a root canal is so unbearable that you are almost willing to empty out your entire savings account just to get this procedure done. And so the fact that they know that.
Yo, that is very true. That is 100% true. 100%.
And they're taking people's money, then not even performing the procedure, that is a textbook scam. I think I actually am gonna be calling the Better Business Bureau because I just think that is a safety hazard. Like, truly and honestly, jail them. I think they belong in jail. I was just really happy we went in when we did, even though I didn't even want to and I thought it was pointless. I was so happy we went in because now I have proof that this is not just a single occurrence. If I were them, if I were an attorney for them, baby, giving me that refund would be the best thing you've ever done in your life. And honestly, if I took it to court tomorrow, surely I would get more money than I'm even asking for, just based off of the cases that I've read. Like I said, the situation is still ongoing. Actually, that situation where we heard the other couple complaining about the same thing literally just happened this past Saturday. I got my alleged root canal done on September 30th. So this has been going on for a really long time. Currently, where we're at is the manager now has my older sister's number, so he's supposed to call her. And like, yes, I could deal with this myself, but like, if you have an older sister, you get it. Personally, I've lost all my patients and I'm not really willing to wait more than a week or two max to get this money back. I guess that is like it for where the story is right now. I'm sure I'll have more updates. I hope the next update is that I got my money back. If it's not, then it's gonna be the lawsuit, which maybe you'll see me on Judge Judy. I'm just kidding. But if I do have to go through a lawsuit, you better believe I'm asking for attorney's fees, emotional damages. I'm asking for every single remedy in the book. But yeah, that's the story. So I just looked up the urgent care, like the specific.
Somebody say, file a complaint with the Better Business Bureau. They will side with you. I'm sorry. I hope you get your money back.
One on the Better Business Bureau. The first thing I see, this business is not BBB accredited, okay? I scroll down. Let me just show y'all. I scroll down and this is what it says.
Damn, they got an F. Oh,
it's
shit.
Not a BBB accredited business. Reasons for an F rating: failure to respond to 3 complaints filed against business. 3 complaints filed against the business.
It's actually so insane.
This is not real. Like, this is not real life. Guys, I have to call the cops on them. Like, they need to go to jail, respectfully. And the business, you know what? The business owner, let me say him by name, okay? Mr. Jerry Williams, you're going to jail, okay? Okay, also, in order to be BBB accredited, you have to follow their standards for trust. I kid you not, here are the standards. Build trust, advertise honestly, tell the truth, be transparent, honor promises, be responsive, safeguard privacy, embody integrity. That seems like a pretty low standard for a business. If you can't do that, these people need jail time. I have no other words. Urgent care scam update. I just went into the office again because yesterday I told you guys I found out the Better Business Bureau rating. Also, my older sister called them multiple times and it was very clear they were ignoring the call or just like ending the call. So after they ignored my sister, I truly was so mad. I drafted up this whole email where basically I'm telling them I have all the evidence I need. I also have evidence, recordings, and all the proof you could ever need that this has happened to multiple people, meaning this is not a single occurrence. I stated that this is the last time that I will reach out to them. Otherwise, I am initiating a lawsuit. So I sent that email, but I also plan to go in today because I just wanted to, number one, make sure they got it because I didn't really know, like, you know, what happens after that. And number two, I just wanted to realistically, I wanted to see this manager again because it's like, you're not gonna ignore me and think life is just all cool and breezy and you can just get away with all these issues. I'm not gonna lie, I did not have the intention to be nice when I went in there, so just keep that in mind. I truly am a really nice person when it comes to customer service, but obviously if you've watched the story time, you get why I had to be this rude. So here's the video.
Hey guys, how you doing? All right.
Well, I've had this outstanding issue since September 30th regarding my bill. I mean, it's been a lot of back and forth. The last time I talked to you, you gave me Dr. Gibbons' number. He was the person that was in charge of refunding me. He told me that that is not the truth.
That's not what I said.
That is what you said.
I didn't say he was in charge of refunding you. I said he's the person
You said
talked
that this
about
is a
refund.
separate... Is that not the same thing?
No, that's not the same thing.
So if he can't give me the
It is with our
refund...
corporate office right now, and especially after yesterday. So that's with our corporate office, our attorneys and all that at this point,
Especially after yesterday, what?
after your Better Business Bureau.
Which you guys have an F rating on?
That's fine. We don't pay into Better Business Bureau, so
It's the red flag for business.
that's fine. That's fine.
That is
You
fine.
don't know what Better Business Bureau is. So
I don't know what the
it's
Better
like,
Business
no,
Bureau is. If
yeah.
I didn't, then I wouldn't have sent an email from it.
Anyway, so it's dealing with them, and you can deal with it directly.
This is
with the
really
corporate office.
embarrassing for you guys. Because I came in here on Saturday and someone was complaining about the exact same thing. Oh, no, it's really embarrassing. You should be so embarrassed.
I'm sorry you feel that way.
So I'm
You know
not.
our corporate office number, correct?
No, I don't.
You don't. So the number I gave you last time, you don't have?
The number you gave me last time was
Gibbons'
Dr.
number.
Gibbons. It's not my problem that you cannot remember simple things.
Yo, he don't care. They don't give a
The
fuck.
Better Business Bureau is big. Y'all have 3 complaints filed against you that you didn't answer. Please.
They don't give a fuck in that
Pathetic.
place. They don't give a fuck.
Here's the corporate office number. And they can help you if anything further on this, okay?
Man, they don't give a fuck. They don't care about nothing she talking about. She definitely need to contact whoever that she need to contact. I think her and the other dude who was complaining about not getting a root canal, they should have teamed up on their ass. I think she should have been called corporate. It seemed like she didn't do that yet. She should have been called corporate. She filed for the bank chargeback too late. You admit if she got on recording that, hey, I didn't do a root canal, that the actual dentist said, it should be case closed. I don't know why she can't get her money back. Maybe that urgent care, they really need that fucking that $9.50. So if you in her area, I don't know what area she said, do not go there and get a root canal. And it's always good to get a second opinion, just because of my situation where motherfucker tell me, oh, you need this, because I went into the dentist because my shit was hurting like she did. Like, boom, you need a root canal, okay. But now that you like, oh, the other one needed too. I mean, at that time, I didn't have insurance and shit. So, you know what I'm saying? That is actually what made me get insurance, you feel me? So get y'all some dental insurance. That's what made me get dental insurance. That my teeth was hurting, like, pain, bro. Like, it's unbearable. Go to the dentist. He like, okay, root canal, did the root canal. Oh, you need the other one too. I'm like, shit, I'm going to wait on the other one, but I'm going to get insurance, you know what I'm saying? So I got insurance. I think I got to wait like 6 months for it to, to be able to use it to get all the benefits. And then, shit, I got my other one done after that, you know what I'm saying? Now we straight. I don't got no cavities, nothing. Bling, they white too. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with me, man. Make sure y'all take care of y'all teeth, man. Don't have all that plaque and shit on your teeth. Get your teeth straight. Ain't no plaque on my shit. Love y'all. It's your boy Ray. Big play, man. Peace.